the tide. Already in the money. Let's see if he can continue that success versus another Goliath in CMcHugh.
Shaking hands and offering a good luck. CMcHugh from the Immortals and Jmonte from Tribe Gaming begin their match in the quarterfinals.
Yes, and interesting to note now, whichever player is eliminated, that team will also be eliminated from the tournament as well, because Oxalate got taken out by trainer Chris. So, last player from Tribe Gaming is Jmonte. Immortals, the last Immortal one, McHugh, is the last one standing for Immortals. Balloon is going to connect on the left-hand side tower as Jmonte strikes first.
Heavy hit. CMcHugh tries to get some chip damage out the right side with the Musketeer. A couple of pop shots take the tower down to 2182, but you are right in Jen. Jmonte definitely got the better side of that exchange early on. It looks like a Balloon cycle deck from Jmonte. A lot of times Balloon will rely on Lava Hound to get the big push that it needs to connect the tower, but this quick and nimble deck has been able to get a massive lead over CMcHugh in the first minute of gameplay by sneaking a heavy Balloon out the left lane.
Yeah, and every single time a Balloon connects, it is absolutely deadly. And here comes a push on the right-hand lane. There's going to be a Miner and a Hunter on the right-hand side. There's going to be guards as well. Hunter absolutely annihilates Giants as a beautiful play, but he's got the Dark Prince in front of the Musketeer. Woody, the Dark Prince is charging in. Beautiful pull with the Ice Golem. The Ice Spirit freezes out the Mega Minion and
Wow, that was a clutch play by Jmonte. CMcHugh showing off the wow. He's impressed too. Nicely done there by Jmonte. Barely got the swipe from that Mega Minion on the Dark Prince that was counter-charging at the right lane. Down to 1910, but Jmonte's ahead in damage, ahead in Elixir, and happy to just drop a zap out the left lane to get a little bit closer to tearing that tower down.
Absolutely, Hunter coming in on the right-hand side from Jmonte. McHugh throwing out a Giant on the right, Prince on the left. There's going to be a Musketeer as well that's just shooting some shots at the guard. Is the Balloon going to be able to connect? No! As the Musketeer locks onto it. Hunter absolutely destroying the Giant on the right. Another Hunter on the left to take care of the left side Giant. But there's double Princes, Woody. They're coming in.
Buy that Hunter some time, and he couldn't do it. Fireball goes down, but that's a massive connection out the left lane. A Musketeer, Dark Prince, and Prince charging on in. Guards to block, but that's not going to be enough. Jmonte in a lot of trouble as a full health Prince makes his way to the tower, stabs it once, stabs it twice, takes it down. CMcHugh with the 1-0 victory.
Here comes a Giant, but it's once again gonna have a Hunter that's gonna be in its face. Fireball coming out on the left-hand side. Is it gonna be able to take it on the left in time? Not gonna matter as McHugh takes the 3 crown. Get 1, but nevertheless, we're going into game 2. Let's see if Jmonte can bring it back and force a game 3.
CMcHugh and Jmonte, both competitors from the Clash Royale Crown Championship North American region, have a history of fighting against each other. Quick dab from Jmonte as he gets ready to start off his next wave of attacks. Guards from Jmonte and a Goblin Hut now to provide a little bit of pressure out to the left lane. CMcHugh going to follow up with an Ice Golem. Just little chippy cards so far, not really committing to any big attack just yet. An Ice Spirit stacked on top, and it's going to be an aggressive push from Jmonte out the right side. We got an Ice Golem at the bridge and a Graveyard to stack on. Poison on defense should be enough to be able to deal with the Skeletons out back there, and the Bats taking down the Ice Golem. Means that CMcHugh's defenses will hold up.
Yeah, Jmonte just going to be slow chipping with this Goblin Hut on the left-hand side. 50 damage at a time per spear. We got these Leonardos, as I like to call them. I like to call them because they look like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You know, the little dudes, little turtles out there. The spear goblins, that is. Here comes some Raphaels to join the party as a Goblin gang is put in the back. Oh, my goodness. And it also connects with the guards in the backhand side. And we have a reset. This is kind of one of those situations where we're not going to really see too much action until double Elixir time.
Electro Wizard out back to defend against the Goblin Hut. Jmonte has hardly taken any damage whatsoever. CMcHugh waiting for his opportunity to strike. Could double Elixir time be the opportunity for him to get this cycle down? He's got a lot of cheap cards in this deck, but hasn't really shown any way of getting damage to Jmonte's towers.
Absolutely not, but here's the difference. It's a classic Miner versus Graveyard. Graveyard usually has the advantage in this matchup. Let's see if McHugh can turn the tide and somehow get some Miners to connect with a lot of damage on a tower. A Tesla being played on the right-hand side from McHugh. So, you know, it is going to deal with all of these Spear Goblins just one at a time, very slowly.
That's right, very defensive deck from CMcHugh. Hasn't found an opportunity to get in any inroads yet. And one of the major reasons why is that Miner needs that poison stacked right on top of him to get value against the defending troops. But if you play the poison on offense, you won't have it there to deal with the graveyard on defense. That's CMcHugh's clutch card to be able to deal with Jmonte's primary win condition. The poison cycle now from Jmonte is just getting some unrelenting chip damage out the right side. Finally, CMcHugh finds an inroad on the left side. Guards a little bit too far away to distract that Miner. Gets about 500 damage down.
Here comes the graveyard once again on the right-hand side from Jmonte. But just like that, once again, we see a poison on from McHugh. Here comes another push on the left-hand side, a Mega Minion and a Goblin Hut, just trying to get a little bit of chip damage on the left while pressuring the right as well. Jmonte's really trying to push both sides here, trying to get down as many Goblin Huts as humanly possible. But here comes the graveyard on the right-hand side. Once again, though, another defensive poison from McHugh, and I think that's going to be the name of the game. Every time you graveyard, I'm going to have a poison for it.
Jmonte setting up those Goblin Huts in the back left. Will be able to defend partially against any miners that CMcHugh tries to send in there. And you can see him sending them in unrelenting against these Huts. Sets one up in the back and gets several chip shots off before Jmonte's able to defend. Anger from him, but he's still quite far ahead in this game overall. 1097 hit points remain on that right side tower for CMcHugh, trying to defend against these attacks, but forcing Jmonte to spend all the elixir on the left side.
Yeah, and CMcHugh is just trying to use his Miner to chip down the Goblin Huts as he uses poison on defense. And once again, like clockwork, Woody, every graveyard just getting poisoned down. But can these Goblins take care of it? No, Tesla being the true MVP, not allowing any damage whatsoever on his tower.
Still down to triple digits on the right side. CMcHugh is not off easy right now. He could still very well wind up dropping this match if Jmonte is able to put that big push together. But look out, CMcHugh at the left side's got a big attack coming on in. Ice Golem at the bridge with bats to support it. The bats are going to go down to a poison though, and it looks like Jmonte has got just what he needs to finish his attack off, getting maximum value out of these Goblin Huts set up both on the right side this time. He's going to go in for another push right now. Ice Golem on the bridge, but another defensive Tesla to block. Log will chip the tower, but what is going to happen with his next push, Chatton?
Well, here comes the graveyard on the right-hand side, and once again, it's poisoned down from McHugh. Miner on the backhand side once again connects on the tower. It feels like every single Miner is just getting infinite value from McHugh. Jmonte going for the offensive poison. That is a super aggressive poison. Can McHugh answer back?
1 minute left in the game. Jmonte just needs 2 poisons to finish the right side off. He is forcing CMcHugh to drop as much elixir as possible on that right side. If he even gets a single stab off from the skeleton, that is going to be a huge coup for Jmonte, but not happening just quite this time. CMcHugh with flawless defense takes 0 damage total on the right lane.
Yeah, here comes the Goblin Gang on the left-hand side with the Miner as well. The Miner continuing to chip down the left-hand side. The log comes out preemptively for the guards. The guards, though, only one is going to lose his shield. He's got to continue to push. If there's a poison that comes in from Jmonte, he's going to lose the game. McHugh has got to drop every single unit he has on the left-hand side and hope for the best.
Jmonte with the final poison will claim victory here. CMcHugh a little bit far behind, has been knocked down a peg. Got the win in the first game of the series, but it is now a tied up set. 1-1.
And both players are ready to take the arena floor. 1-1. This is going to be a very suspenseful game, you know what I mean? Once it gets to the quarterfinals like this, where it's pro versus pro, every single game, every single match is just so important. Because at this point, it's you win, you're in, you lose, I mean, you still get $1,500, so you still technically win, but you lose.
Fireball at the right side to punish that elixir collector. A little bit of chip damage from CMcHugh, and Jmonte will be denied that elixir advantage. But with Fireball out of CMcHugh's hand, Jmonte will very likely follow up with Musketeers. or another very aggressive push. He's got an Ice Golem at the bridge. What will he follow up with? Minion Minor Horde attack out the left side. He's going in hard. Did I just say Minor Horde? Minor Minion Horde attack out the left side. Looking for chip damage, but denied. Absolutely. Guards are able to keep that push off, and the Flying Machine gets a lot of value on the counter attack.
Yeah, Zap comes in on the left-hand side to deal with the Flying Machine. Are we going to see another Minor Horde come out in this game? Or are we just going to see a little bit more of a passive play until he can get down the Muskies? For Jmonte. Here comes a Lava Hound on the left-hand side for CMcHugh. Is he going to be able to connect on the tower? But oh, it's going to be a huge push on the right-hand side. You got a Bandit, Dark Prince, and Miner coming out. And the guards trying to figure out a way to stop the Dark Prince. But the Miner's getting so much value, Woody. But look at this, a full-life Lava Hound on the left.
Yeah, I don't know. He got a decent bit of value chipping away at that right side tower, but CMcHugh's defense actually held up incredibly well given the circumstances. Jmonte going to be soaking a little bit of damage at the left side, but Minion Horde right up top to try to deal with all these flying troops. Zap goes down, but the Minion Horde does manage to finish off that Flying Machine. Is there something else to keep this push off the tower? We need something that can do some anti-air damage. Dark Prince is not the answer we're looking for. Lots of attacking troops still all stacked up on the left lane as Jmonte's tower is now down to triple digits, and he is going to drop it right side Elixir Collector. A very passive move from Jmonte trying to recoup the Elixir that he lost there. Throws away his Zap in the meantime, but I don't think he's going to be able to get value out of the Elixir Collector with only 50 seconds left, and it's going to take over a minute for the pump to juice out what he's looking for.
Yeah, well, here comes the triple Muskie split for Jmonte. Here comes the push. The Dark Prince is going to meet skeletons from the Tombstone. Minion Horde coming down as well on the right-hand side. The Zap just to clear him out as fast as possible. Flying Machine coming in with a Lava Hound. Flying Machine locks onto the right-hand side tower, and it is over. CMcHugh is going to be advancing to the semifinals.
Congratulations to CMcHugh from Immortals Gaming, defeating Jmonte. Once again, giving a hug to his